I want to go to Gordon Chang, the author of China is Going to War. He's pretty blunt about it in the title, and this is the kind of stuff, I guess, that would lay the groundwork for that. Gordon, I was wondering, though, the president's comments about being tired and done by 8 p.m., that's only going to galvanize people who wish us ill, isn't it?
Sure. And if you're Xi Jinping or Vladimir Putin, you now know when to attack the United States. This is a problem because, as Robert F. Kennedy Jr. pointed out to Fox Business, the president of the United States has 7 minutes to make the decision about launching nuclear weapons if he's told that missiles are approaching the United States. And right now, there is great concern that President Biden would be in one of his dazed, incomprehensible states.
Now, we know a lot of the G7 leaders were not too keen on Donald Trump, that he was a loose cannon, no pun intended. So they don't really like the choice. Maybe it reflects the same kind of conundrum for many Americans. But how is that going to go over with Europe and other leaders, Western leaders, if Donald Trump comes back?
Well, the European leaders didn't like President Trump because he forced them to spend much more on defense. You had a string of American presidents who would lecture NATO leaders about spending 2% of their gross domestic product on defense, and they just sort of ignored us. They ignored us until Trump actually went into NATO meetings and actually spoke his mind. Now, they know that Biden doesn't generally do that, and so they feel much more comfortable with Biden. But that doesn't mean Biden is better for the United States when it comes to NATO. We do need a disruptor because NATO is not prepared to defend itself against a Russian attack, for instance.
Are the Chinese and the Russians factor in the possibility Joe Biden doesn't run real quickly?
I don't think so. I think Biden is reacting to domestic pressures in the Democratic Party. Donors who have basically said they're not going to fund him, and Democratic Party leaders who said that he should step aside. That's where the pressure is coming from.
Got it. Gordon, always good talking to you. I apologize for the truncated time. Gordon Chang, following all of this.